5.5 says, for which values of x will f times g be smaller or equal to 0? So f times g is smaller or equal to 0. The first thing you want to do in this case is mark all the points at which your function crosses the x-axis, because this is where the polarity changes from positive to negative or negative to positive. So we understand these regions over here. We also have that although it's unclear, our hyperbolic function goes up to negative infinity in this direction, but soon after the y axis we have that it's also in the positive region. So x is equals to 0 is also a point of interest. Now that we have 3 points of interest, we can now look at them individually to discuss whether this region will result in this value being less than or equal to 0. Now for the first one, we have that x is smaller than minus 3. X being smaller than minus 3, we see that both of these graphs are trapped within the negative region, right? So negative times negatives makes a positive, therefore it does not satisfy this condition. Now let's look at between minus 3 and 0. Between minus 3 and 0, one is positive and one is negative. So this satisfies the condition that multiplying these two values gives us a negative number. Then let's look at this part between 0 and 5. We see that both of them are positive, therefore this will do us no good. Then let's look at the last region, which is greater than 5, where the parabolic function makes it through to the negative side, but we know that the hyperbolic will not be able to cross that line, so it will remain positive. Therefore, our answers are only viable between minus 3 and 0. So between minus 3 included and 0. We can't include 0 in our answer because we know that the hyperbolic function is not defined at that point since it's an asymptote. Or we have that x is greater than 5. Greater or equal to, since both values of both functions are defined at 5. So this is your answer. You can also write it in terms of the bracket. So x is an element of all numbers between minus 3 and 0 not included, or you can say in unison with 5 up to infinity, like that.